Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick check-in video for you today. It is Sunday, and last night I had a great time with some overconsumption of calories in the form of food and alcohol. And this was a planned event, so obviously I knew this was coming up weeks ago. I knew that I was going to deviate from my diet for this particular event. And let's just say I'm not very good at playing beer pong. So I consumed quite a large amount of beer. And I don't normally drink alcohol at all. And I'm not opposed to it. I just personally I don't drink regularly. So when I do, it tends to be in the form of textbook binge drinking, meaning I likely will have more than 4 or 5 drinks in one night in a short window of time. So I accounted for that and adjusted my calories yesterday to accommodate the excessive calories I was going to have from alcohol. And I also increased my water intake throughout the day, during and after. So because I'm not a heavy drinker or even any kind of drinker, I still got the wrath of the hangover. So I'm pretty lame these days, I came to find out. And that's okay. You live and learn. And I learned. So I had a great time. It's totally worth it. I'm certainly nursing a bit of a hangover this morning, but I have also consumed already 2 of these, and they're about 48 ounces, 48 ounces a piece. So already consumed over 100 ounces of water, and it's like the afternoon. And anyway, I wanted to make a video about post-binge or post-bad day eating, whatever you want to call it. But what I want to do is help you correct some mindset flaws that you might have around big days of eating, how to deal with it afterward. And number one, I'm going to go Buddhist here really quickly, and I want you to start practicing. If you're typically a person who reacts very emotionally to the scale or very emotionally to making a diet mistake, meaning you deviate from your program, whatever that means, whether that means not pre-planning your meals, not staying within your macro range, whatever that is. So however you view a deviation from your program, first of all, beating yourself up and feeling guilty and ashamed every single time it happens is one of the worst things that you can do. So what I want you to start to adopt is a feeling of indifference after you make these kinds of, I'm going to say mistakes, lessons. They're all lessons. But if you're viewing them now as a mistake or a failure, I want you to kind of rearrange that mindset. And I want you to really wake up and, beyond caring for yourself and nurturing yourself and taking care of the hangover, I want you to, number one, adopt a mindset of indifference, meaning you're not attached to the decisions you made the night before or the day before. So you're not upset. You're not going to punish yourself with exercise. You simply wake up and you start hydrating right away. Whether that's alcohol consumption or not, or just overeating of carbohydrates and high, whatever, excessive calorie intake, just simply get up and set yourself up for a successful day, consume water, do your morning routine, whatever that is. If you do already have a normal workout plan for the day, great. If it was your off day, keep it your off day. I am 100% opposed to exercising off calories. Like, people will try to do excessive amounts of cardiovascular exercise after they eat because they think that they're gonna, I gotta go punish myself in the gym, I gotta burn all that off. That is such a disordered mindset around nutrition and exercise. You're taking these 2 things that should be, first of all, exercise is movement. It should be fun, it should feel good, and instead you're taking it and using it as a form of punishment for your quote-unquote poor decisions the night before. So then you're perpetuating this cycle of like, if I eat too much, then I gotta go work it off, and I eat too much, I gotta go work it off. So if you can just stop that right now, for example, today I'm not working out. I don't feel well enough to give myself a great workout, and I say that simply because I'm severely dehydrated and sleep deprived, and that's okay. I feel absolutely nothing about that. I know I'm going to have a great week. I'm going to make up for it later with other workouts for the rest of this week. Was last night a setback in my progress? It could be a little bit. Yeah, I might notice when I check in with my weight, which I didn't do today. When I go to check in, I might see a couple pounds up, but that's what the hydration is for. So severe dehydration typically causes like a water logging, water retention issue in the body. So the more water you drink, the less you retain. Sometimes people get that backwards and they think, oh no, if I drink water, I'm going to hold a lot of water, right? Well, that's not the case at all. You need to hydrate to regulate water in your body. So your kidneys will deal with water balance and sodium balance and everything like that. And it might take 2 days after a poor day of, nutrition choices. So anyway, don't exercise your calories off. Just do whatever you had planned, or go for a walk, or, take a hot bath. Flip your mindset from I'm going to go punish myself for those decisions to I'm going to go nurture myself in some way. I'm going to go for a nice walk with my dog. I'm going to go take a nice hot Epsom salt bath or get in the hot tub. If you already had a good workout planned, I want you to approach that workout with a healthy mindset like you would any other day. You're probably going to have a lot more energy if you overconsumed carbohydrates off of a program, meaning you just ate too many carbohydrates. You're probably going to actually feel really good. And so in those cases, you would want to take advantage of that, not going, oh my gosh, I got to punish myself and burn every calorie off. But instead, today might be an actual PR in my deadlift because I have more energy that I can tap into from whatever I ate last night. Excessive alcohol consumption might actually work against you in those cases. For example, today I would not go out and try to PR in my deadlift. I am just too dehydrated. So be smart with your approach there, obviously, but adjust your mindset. Don't punish yourself. There's no point in that whatsoever. Now, if you're finding yourself in a perpetual cycle of binging consistently, you need to look closer at where you have your calories and your macros set. If they're too low and you're not allowing a refeed day or anything like that, or you're exercising too much, you might be so low, so like mentally, you're just burning out. Physically, you're burning out. You need to make an adjustment to your calories. So if that means bringing up carbohydrates, whatever the case may be, you need to look at what you're doing on a daily basis with your macros so you can avoid these slip-up binges that are unplanned. So incorporate a refeed or just make an adjustment to your daily calories. If you're dealing with excessive stress in your life, whether it's relationship, career, social life, whatever that may be, you need to take a big snapshot of your life and you need to look at that and go, where am I experiencing the most stress in my life? And you need to immediately do the best that you can. I realize people can't change their lives overnight, but take that big snapshot and look at areas of your life where you can immediately make an improvement, whether that means going to couples counseling with your partner, or just talking to them, reading a book together. The 5 Love Languages is a great book for relationships. The Way of the Superior Man is a great relationship book. Whatever the case may be, work on whatever it is that's causing you problems. Maybe you need to switch jobs. Maybe you need to move out of state. Maybe you need to move out of the house that you live in. Maybe you need to break up with your partner. Maybe you need to find a partner. Whatever is causing you chronic stress in your life, because here's what happens. If you're overeating or binging due to excessive stress in your life, nothing that you can do, drinking water and being indifferent and not being, not feeling guilty and ashamed for overeating, really isn't going to do much of anything. You need to address the root problem and work on fixing that. So don't punish yourself after a day of heavy eating. Wake up and approach life like normal. You may have less of an appetite, but don't look at that like, oh, I'm going to starve myself today. Just eat like normal. Eat what you can. If you're not feeling so well, just eat what you can, but don't decrease your calories in an effort to punish yourself for the night before. Consume that water. do something good for your body. Get out and go for a walk, take a hot bath, read a book, decrease the stress in your life so you can begin to not stop putting band-aids on all these things that are going on, but instead addressing them, the root cause, fixing them, so there are solutions all around, and you don't consistently find yourself for the rest of your life falling victim to this cycle of binging, feeling guilty and ashamed, punishing yourself with exercise, and just walking around with this anxiety and this pressure and all these emotional states that you probably experience on a daily basis if this is a problem. So I wanted to share that with you. I wanted to be honest and transparent and let you know that while my program has, for the most part, been amazingly successful for me, I've enjoyed it, I've seen great progress so far, there are going to be times where I fall off and I make mistakes, and I view them always as lessons. So today I'm feeling like I need to hydrate, might take a nice hot bath, start reading a new book, and I'm just going to relax and enjoy my day, and there's zero punishment, and get back on my regular routine tomorrow. And that's how I deal with days like this. There's no punishment, there's no regret. You have to enjoy life. You have to fit those times in your life so you can spend time with people you care about, who you love, and sometimes you just have to have fun. Remind yourself, okay, this is why I don't do this every weekend anymore, but that's all it is. Don't give it any more power than it deserves. Thank you guys so much for joining me again. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like, share, ask questions. I look forward to seeing you guys coming up on this week for another successful week of workouts and good nutrition stuff. So I'll see you soon.